we know that the one aspect of our relationship with Hashem Yisbarach that we have a connection with is His names, and this is why we find Parsha of Sota, a woman who potentially hasn't been faithful to her husband, that we erase Hashem's name. We take a cloth, take a parchment and Hashem's name on it, and we erase it, put it in the water. Because our sages are teaching us a very deep idea that the one way that we have a connection with Hashem through His name, there is another way, in fact, which is even bigger, that outweighs that way. Outweighs with the E-I-G-H, W-A-S, is Shalom Bayis. When a person has domestic tranquility, Shalom Bayis with his wife, it says the Shekhinah is actually there in his home. The Shekhinah is there. Hashem's presence is there in the home. And Chazal are teaching us with this methodology, the Torah is teaching us with this methodology, that you might think that Hashem's name is the way to get the closest to Hashem, but there's something above that which is Shalom Bayis, and therefore we erase the name. We show that the name falls away to the wayside in light of having proper Shalom Bayis. This is the idea of erasing Hashem's name in the water. But there's one parsha in the Torah which speaks about Hashem's names, which is incredibly cryptic, and it really needs a lot of explanation. And Baruch Hashem, I have the privilege to learn with on Shabbos one of the great Mekubalim of Yerushalayim who has not decided to reveal himself. And we saw something very interesting, which I really feel I have to share with everyone today. I will only say as much as I'm able to and much as permitted, but I feel it's really, really important because I myself never understood this parsha. The Torah tells us in Shmos, Perek Gimel, V'yomer Moshe Elokim, Hine Anochi Boel B'nei Yisrael, V'yamarti Lehem, Elokei Avaseichem Shalchanu Leichem, V'imru li, Mashmo, Ma'amaleh. Moshe Rabbeinu says, they're going to ask me what his name is. They ask me what your name is. You came, you're telling us we're going to leave Egypt, you're going to take us out, everything's going to be fine, we're going to have redemption. But who am I going to tell them sent me? So says the Torah, Perek Gimel, Pasuk Yudalid, V'yomer Elokim El Moshe, Ekia Asher Ekia. V'yomer Kosa Mar L'bnei Yisrael, Ekia Shalchan. So for someone who learns Chumash and is concerned about Pshat, this pasuk is, as they say in the Gemara says, Mirav Sinigra. Mirav Sinigra. It breaks the roof. It doesn't make any sense. First of all, it says V'yomer Elokim. And then it says, what's his name? Ekia Asher Ekia. And then it says Ekia. So is Hashem's name Elokim? Is it Ekia, Asher Ekia, or is it Ekia? What? And we don't find his name again in the Torah. Ekia and Ekia, Asher Ekia. What does it mean, Ekia, Asher Ekia? If he's Ekia, then he's Ekia. What is Asher Ekia? If you're Ekia, then how can you're going to be Ekia? Very, very enigmatic, and we have no choice, I believe, but to turn to Kabbalah to understand this pasuk. Remember, Rav Moshe Shapiro once quoted one of the Mefarshim that explains this pasuk, and I believe it's the Rashbam. The Rashbam says, I'm going to mix up the letters so only the people who really understand will understand what I'm talking about. In any event, it needs a pshat, it needs an explanation. We have to know what is Ekia Asher Ekia? What is Ekia? What's going on? Or as they say in Yiddish, what's going on here? So the Vilna Gaon opens her eyes a little bit, and I'm not going to tell you everything he says, but I'm going to tell you a drop. Yeah? Ekia means I will be. And Ekia Asher Ekia means, right, I will be. Right? Meaning, there's something coming. Right? Hashem is hinting to Moshe Rabbeinu, there's something coming. Right? I'm telling you now, Ekia Asher Ekia. I'm telling you, Ekia will come. And I'm also tell them it's Ekia. At this point, it's Ekia Asher Ekia. But That's what I'm telling you, Moshe Rabbeinu. But tell them that it's Ekya. Tell them it's Ekya, that something is coming. Right? Something is coming. And what is that? What is that which is coming? So again, we don't find this name, Ekya or Ekyash or Ekya in the Torah again. This is the only time. Hashem is giving Moshe Rabbeinu, who was Kol Beisi Naaman, he was the greatest prophet who ever lived. He's giving him a hint. He's giving him a clue that there's something forthcoming. And he should tell that to Klal Yisrael. And Klal Yisrael should know that there's something happening. There's something very big going to take place. And we know that's Har Sinai. On Har Sinai, right, Hashem opened up the Shemayim V'Aretz. He opened up the heavens and revealed himself in a way which has never happened before. As Chazal tell us, at that point, it was Royas and Nishma. We could see that which is normally only heard. The Nishma is Roya, we could hear that which is usually seen. It was an incredible revelation of Hashem's presence. And the Shem Havaya, Yud Kei Vav Kei, which we do use, yeah, that was really brought to clarity. There was clarity in that name, Yud Kei Vav Kei. Our job in this world, right, and that's the name that we erase on the Kalaf of the Saita, our job in this world is to come to recognize, to fathom Hashem through Yud Kei Vav Kei. Yud Kei Vav Kei means He was, He is, and He will always be. That Hashem is all existence, past, present, and future. Hashem is all existence. And that's the name we're meant to use. Right? And that's the hints that Hashem was giving Moshe Rabbeinu at this point. There are higher names of Hashem. There are higher names of Hashem. Eki Asher Eki is a higher name and represents a higher level of perception. But that's not the goal. The goal is not to be on these high levels of perception. The goal is a very simple goal. It's a very simple goal, which is extremely complicated. And we say it every single day in Kriya Shema. Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. The goal is Yud Kei Vav Kei. The goal is to recognize that Hashem was, is, and will always be. He is the paradigm. He's the point of all existence. He is the foundation of everything. And that's the goal. The goal is Eki Asher Eki. The goal is to understand that Yud Kei Vav Kei. And this is what Hashem was telling Moshe Rabbeinu at the time. He's saying there is a higher understanding, and tell them there's a higher understanding, but what you're meant to perceive is coming. Ekya. It's going to be. From that higher level understanding, I'm going to give you a base system that you could deal with, which is Ekya, which is Yud Kei Vav Kei, Hoy Hoy Via, and that's the system that you're supposed to use. And that's the system that you're supposed to work with in life. And Hashem is all existence. Yeah, Hashem is all existence. And everything, every move, every breath, every wink of the eye, every drink of water, every word that comes out of your mouth is Yud Kei Vav Kei, and realize that you need Him for every single aspect of your existence. And this is what the Torah is telling us. There is higher understandings. There are higher understandings. Ekya Asher Ekya and Ekya. There are higher understandings of Hashem, but the Torah is not for that purpose. The whole purpose of the Torah, Hashem is telling Moshe Rabbeinu, is to get to Yud Kei Vav Kei. Is to get to this understanding of Ein Od Levado, that Hashem runs everything in your life. Right? And when you come to that perception, then your life is very, very different. I want to share with you a beautiful idea that I saw from my Rebbe Israel Orbach, who put out a new sefer now on Tefillah, as Levushi Oz on Tefillah. We know before Shemon Esrei, the halach is, the Rokeach brings, take 3 steps forward. 3 steps forward. And what are these 3 steps about? So says Rav Orbach, there's 3 major parts of preparation for Tefillah. He said the first step is to understand that you're standing in front of Hashem. Right? This is what I'm doing when I daven. The second step is to understand who Hashem is, His greatness. And the third step is to understand how low we are, how much we need the Borei Olam. And this is Eki Asher This is Yud Kei Vav Kei. These are the three steps that we take before tefillah. The three steps we take before tefillah are, first of all, first step is understanding Hashem's greatness, is understanding we're standing in front of Hashem. The second step is understanding Hashem's greatness, and the third step is to realize how needy we are and how low we are. And if you take these three steps, then you're in a very, very good place. Then you're Omer Lifnei Hashem, and then you can really daven. And this is what it's really all about. If you have this perception, then all day long you can fulfill the first halacha, which Ramah, which Ramah brings in Shulchan Aruch. Tzvi Hashem negdi tamid. Hashem should be in front of you at all times. Put Hashem's presence in front of you at all times. That's Shvisi Hashem lenegdi tamid. Right? And if you do that, then the degree which you put Hashem in front of you is the degree that He's there. Right? The degree that during your Shemona Esrei you realize standing in front of Hashem and He is the only power in the world and I have no power. The degree that you pull back, recognize that, this dual recognition that Hashem is all power and I have no power. That's the element, that's the degree that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has mercy on you and grants your requests and listens to what you have to say. And that's Shvisi Hashem Negdi Tamid. The more you put Hashem into your life, the more you bring Hashem into your life, the more Hashem will enter your life. Like Rav Chaim Brisker said when he was a child. They asked him, where's God? He said, wherever you let Him in. Wherever you let Hashem into your life, that's where He is. So, we learned some important things today. We have a beginning. We have the beginning of the pshat of Ekia, Asher, Ekia, and Ekia. These three names. And this is why. Moshe Rabbeinu was told Ekia, Asher, Ekia. It's coming. Klal Yisrael is told Ekia. Right? Moshe Rabbeinu is told Ekia, Asher, Ekia. What's coming will be coming. Klal Yisrael is told Ekia. But the revelation that we were given on Har Sinai is Yud Kei Vav Kei. Is Hoy Hoy Via. Hashem, His presence is all encompassing and everywhere. And wherever, the more you recognize Hashem's greatness, so the more you'll be a recipient of Hashem's greatness, and the more you'll be a benefactor of His incredible mercy. And this is what we said already in previous classes, that Kol Shanashu Rasha B'Tchilasei Sash B'Seifa. The more you fathom your smallness on Rosh Hashanah, right? The more you pull back on Rosh Hashanah and you realize your smallness in front vis-a-vis the King, the more rachamim you'll be zocha to the whole year. So this is our job, and Hashem should help us to fulfill this job, to be successful. And everything we do, we should see Hashem's presence and feel it and understand it in everything we do, and to use the shame of Yud Kei Vav Kei and our tefillas and our brachas and everything we do to realize that this is the most powerful weapon we have. Right? Iran now, there's so much talk about their nuclear weapons, Israel, America. It's all Dvarim B'Teilim. It's all a lot of hot air. Because Hashem is really where all the power lies. Hashem should help us to use it properly and to use it with the right intentions and to connect to Hashem when we say in Shem and Vaya, Amen, King Turns.